What is going on, guys? It's your boy Deathgun with another Monster Hunter World video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys 10 great low rank decorations you're going to want to look out for. If you have them, make sure you save them, and if you don't have them, make sure you farm out for them. They're pretty good decorations and you want to make sure you have them at all times. So without further ado, let's get right on to it. First off, we have the Botany Jewel. This prevents effluvia buildup once you have it maxed. Very important when you get to the Rotten Vale, more specifically Valhazak himself, which is an elder dragon if you didn't know by now. Botany Jewel is going to be your best friend. Up next we have the Scent Jewel, which gives you the skill Scent Hound. The best part is that it only needs one jewel. Basically what this does is when you're tracking down a monster or you're looking for tracks, it will fill out your gauge a lot faster, making it so you basically can track easier and get more investigations. Alright, up next we have the Resistor Jewel, an incredible decoration that nullifies all elemental blights. To put it into perspective, you wouldn't need the Miasma Jewel if you got this baby, seeing as it would prevent the effluvia buildup. It would also prevent Kirin's static and even Teostra's burn when you take one of his fire attacks or get close enough to his fire aura. So overall, it's a really good jewel and something you guys want to get your hands on. Alright, up next we have one of my personal favorites, the Grinder Jewel. What this does, it speeds up the sharpening process by removing cycles from the process. When it's maxed out, you will only have to sharpen it one time, making it so you can get back into the fight a lot faster, guys. Definitely something you want to have either in your gear or in your slots if you're a blade user, dual blade user, or anything that runs out of sharpness rather quickly. Up next we have a very important and very powerful jewel in the Expert Jewel. This gives you affinity, and as we know, affinity is a very important factor when it comes to dealing damage. Critical, I would say, no pun intended. But yeah, guys, if you happen to have expert jewels, save them up because they will be a big part in any DPS dealing set. And if you don't have any of these jewels, make sure to keep an eye out for them, guys. Very important if you're a DPS type of player. Up next, we actually have two jewels, but I put them in the same category, which is farming. We have the Botany Jewel and the Geology Jewel, each one helping you yield more results while you go out to gather items. One being more inclined to plants, nuts, and things like that, while the other one is more towards bone piles and ore mines. Now, these are very easy to get and they will help you out a ton until you can grow things in your botanical research center. But nonetheless, there are jewels that will help you out throughout your journey when you need to gather items as fast as possible. Up next we have the Protector Jewel, which gives you Divine Blessing, one of the best abilities in the game. You definitely want to have this if you want to survive hard encounters, if you're a tank, or you're just looking for something to give you more survivability. While the gem is a little on the harder side, it's still very possible to acquire quite easily if you go out farming, and it's an extremely useful jewel. Until you get all your attacking jewels and all this type of stuff for your endgame damage builds, you definitely want to have Divine Blessing. Even in endgame, Divine Blessing is, well, a blessing. So guys, if you're trying to survive a little more, definitely give this jewel a try. Alright, the next one also contains several jewels under the same category, and that is elemental damage. You're going to want to save all your elemental damage jewels for endgame. Why? When you start off the game, you might only have one or two weapons, but when you get deeper into endgame, you're going to be crafting multiple weapons with multiple elements. This comes to show when you face off against really strong enemies that are weak to a specific element. You're going to be able to deal tons of damage if you only save up your elemental damage jewels, guys. Alright, now we have the Fortitude Jewel, which increases your attack and defense every time you fall in battle. To be more precise, 10% more attack and 15% more defense. This effect can stack twice. Very good bonus, and even though we don't want to be dying, if you're facing a particularly hard boss that has killed you a couple of times, this bonus would help out. Up next we have jewels that focus in status inducing effects like the Venom Jewel and the Sleep Jewel. If you're with the group or just by yourself, you'll know that venom stacking on your enemy will add up some extra damage along the battle. Sleep jewels help a ton as well if you're going for sleep bombing runs, which will deal a ton of damage. So overall, status inducing jewels are really good and you guys are going to want to save them up for group runs or to try things out for yourself. Alright, and last I want to talk about the Attack Jewel. Not because it's easy to get, quite the contrary. We start the game with one Attack Jewel. This is very important because a lot of players think that you're going to be getting attack jewels quite easily, and why wouldn't we? It's a normal jewel to most of us. But it's actually quite hard to get your hands on attack jewels, so make sure you save the one you start the game with. Just a quick tip, guys. So yeah, that will about wrap it up for this video. If this guide has helped you out, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more Monster Hunter World content. And if you guys want to see me cover anything in particular, let me know. For now, your boy Death Gun out.